Hello, Green Spring. We're back in the studio. And look what happened. We have all these new faces, all these new people. Welcome here.
Thank you.
We are going to talk about volunteer opportunities. You know that's close to my heart. And we have Uvonne Andoh here, who is the volunteer coordinator at Green Spring. And then we have Elmehdi Elguennouni from the volunteer fire department here in Greater Springfield. And then we have Susan Weaver, who's a resident. Welcome to you all. And Uvonne, you're going to tell us what this is all about?
Absolutely.
Good.
So before I introduce them again, there are some announcements in regards to volunteer. The first one is with the Treasure Chest Summer Pop-Up Sale.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Yes. On July 10th, the Treasure Chest will be hosting a summer pop-up sale. The location will be in the Village Square classroom, and the time will be from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much if you have any donations, so if you have any clothes, any shoes, any jewelries.
I think they have a theme, right, for that pop-up? That's what I read. Like summer stuff?
Summer, yes.
Yeah,
Summer pop-up
So don't
sale.
bring your winter sweaters.
Right.
Yeah.
Bring all your summer, so
because
you can do some summer cleaning.
We've all been hoarding
Right.
stuff since the Treasure Chest closed.
Absolutely.
Don't bring the wrong season
Please
this
don't.
week.
All
Yeah.
summer, all
Yeah.
summer related.
Uh-huh.
And in regards to the summer drop off, it will be at the Village Square classroom as well. And the time will be from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., which will be
That same
July
day.
10th. Absolutely. So of course, the items that you can drop off are summer shoes, summer clothes, jewelry, any summer things that you have in your closet that you don't want anymore, that you think others might want.
Mm-hmm.
Please drop it off at Village Square classroom. And to be there to shop, they are only accepting cash. So it's cash and carry, unfortunately. So if you have any cash, you can just stop by and drop your stuff off and shop as well. And if you have any further questions in regards to the drop off, please contact Carla Hardin or Pam, who are both are the leaders of that.
Mm-hmm.
So aside from the summer pop-up sale, there's also Christmas in July. So Treasure Chest will be hosting.
We're going through all the seasons.
Absolutely. Treasure Chest will be hosting Christmas in July sale, which those dates are July 25th and 26th, so Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
It will also be in the Village Square classroom, and the time for Thursday, July 25th, will be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
That's the shopping.
That's the shopping, the sale. Yes, that is the shopping. And then on Friday, July 26th, the time for the shopping will be from 10 a.m. to noon to close out the sale.
Okay.
Yes, and of course, with that, if you want to drop things off, it has to be holiday related. So that could be Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. If you have any items
ugly
in your
sweaters, whatever,
in your closet, just drop it off. So the drop off, of course, will be Village Square classroom. The time for drop off will be from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Wednesday, July 24th.
Oh, the day before.
Yes, the day before. And once again, in regards to shopping for Christmas in July, they're only accepting cash. So if you have any cash, you can stop by the bank if you want to withdraw some money.
Get any cash.
Right, and come shop. So drop off and come shop as well. So those are the two main events coming up in regards to Treasure Chests. My second one, of course, is volunteers needed for intermissions. Thank you to all the volunteers who have contacted me to volunteer for intermissions, but we still need more people.
Could you briefly explain what intermissions is?
So intermission is a program that we do have here where, we have a couple of residents who go there who might have maybe memory loss, and then they work with them, different activities to, relieve stress off maybe family member or caretaker. So
here on the independent side.
Yes, on the independent side. So with volunteers who volunteer intermissions, some of their responsibilities include, helping out with different art projects, with games, assisting the staff there, because I know sometimes when intermissions, they also walk around, so assisting them with that. And the only requirements for a volunteer to volunteer intermission is one, being patient, helping, being patient with the residents that you work with, and also that confidentiality piece is important. So not sharing their information to your friends or to anybody you see in the community. So those are the only 2 requirements. So if you are interested, please contact me. We are still accepting more volunteers.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
I remember Intermissions is a fun program. I used to do crossword puzzle some years ago as a volunteer with the people who participate in Intermissions, and it's lots of fun.
It is. I helped with Intermissions in Charlestown when I was interning there. So that is how I got to know about Intermissions. Yes.
Yeah.
My next volunteer related subject is the Alzheimer's Walk. So another year again, we are heading towards the Alzheimer's Walk. This year, it will be Sunday, September 29th.
Okay.
And it's still at Reston Town Center. So for registration, it will be at 1:30 p.m. For the ceremony there at Reston, it will be at 2:30 p.m. And then the walk will begin at 3 p.m. So if you would like to sign up, you can contact myself. I'll also have a registration sign-up sheet at the Village Fair tomorrow. So you can stop by, you can just sign up. And you can also reach out to Renee Budd, who is the program manager.
Yeah,
and of course,
that's still a ways away.
Yeah, some ways away.
September 29.
So there are more
Mark
information that will be coming out. Transportation, of course, we provided, as well as free T-shirts. So if you have any further, free T-shirt, you can beat that. Free transportation and free T-shirt, and further information will be will come out once the day is getting closer. Yes. So,
okay, now tell us why you brought 2 guests.
So I have 2 guests here, Elmehdi and Susan Weaver. Once again, it's related to volunteer opportunities. So I'll let them introduce themselves and then talk more about the volunteer opportunities they have.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me. My name is Elmehdi. I've been a volunteer not for so long, approximately 6 to 7 months. And I'm here to basically harp on the importance of volunteering and making an impact in your community.
And why did you sign up with the fire department?
Well, actually, it's a pretty funny story. So I am in the medical route. I'm currently in college. But I figured first I came in there with my own agenda, as anyone does. I came in there for the opportunity to bolster my resume. But once you realize the importance of volunteering, the impact it makes on other individuals' lives, I feel like it is a very good route to stay in, despite what career field you're in. I know many that aren't even related in the medical field, but they still give their time to help out the individuals that come out.
Right. Yeah.
And so
I agree. It's interesting. Once you get into volunteering, your mind opens up to different ways from thinking beforehand, right?
Yeah, right,
and you see how much you impact and how that impacts you in return.
Yeah, it does. And more so the whole bingo aspect. I want to really harp on that because when people initially think of the fire station, they think of David Hasselhoff going out, saving people, but it's more so a community effort. The bingo that we do helps fundraise for us for apparatuses, new equipment. So without bingo, there wouldn't really be any new up-to-date equipment to help us, respond to calls.
Is that the building here when we leave campus and drive towards Backlick Road? And if we were going straight, we'd drive right into it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay.
It's right across the street. So we're your neighbors.
Yes.
But more so I want to really, so on the bingo aspect of things, I really do feel like it's not a huge time commitment, but if you're willing to put in the effort and time, then it's definitely worth it. The opportunity that you get isn't like any other volunteering session. You directly involve yourself with the immediate community around your surrounding area. So you begin to familiarize yourself with individuals. And now you get to a point where, hey, you're walking down, Springfield Plaza, then you see someone that, hey, I remember you're from such and such. And then you get to familiarize yourself with people.
Yeah. So you are advertising people to think about volunteering at the fire station.
Yes, ma'am.
For the bingo activity.
Yep.
And what would volunteers do there?
So
shout out the numbers, stuff like that.
Well, not necessarily, unless you're into it. So it's a team effort. It's a bunch of working parts. You have people that do. At one point, I'm still at it. It's called Bonanza. So you walk down the aisles, and Bonanza is basically a mini bingo ticket. And then whenever someone calls Bonanza Man, you go out, you exchange Bonanza for $1.
Oh, okay.
And there's other facets to it. but
So you would
tend to-
train whoever comes.
Exactly,
Just
exactly.
They must be interested in being around people.
Of course,
And socializing.
Of course, of
Okay.
course. You get trained in every aspect of it, and more importantly, you get free dinner. So I feel like if that isn't
hey, we're there.
incentive, exactly. And so yeah, we're looking for, the fire department is always looking for more people to help us and our load, because we tend to, bingos are, tend to drop some people. So
well, and you certainly help us a lot here.
Yeah.
We see you around at Green Spring all the time. So
yeah, definitely.
it's a good cooperation both
It is,
ways.
it is.
Yeah.
And
Let me ask Susan for a minute. Sorry, I
Yeah,
know
go.
we could talk a lot longer, but our time is limited. So I want to know why Susan is here.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm here because we're introducing a new club, a new group at Green Spring, as if we don't already have enough. But this one is going to be Girl Scouts at Green Spring, not the girls themselves, but the girls coming in to do things with the residents. And we're going to start the first meeting in September, hopefully on Sunday afternoon, so I'll stay away from the 29th. I'm glad I heard about that this morning. We have a lot of ideas about things that people, the Girl Scouts and the residents, could do together that we think would be fun.
Absolutely.
Our teen Girl Scouts know how to use cell phones, for example.
Yeah.
And they have very successfully had get-togethers with older people who aren't so familiar with that technology and have helped them one-on-one.
Wonderful.
So that they can be in touch with their family in other places and that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's great. That's really important.
Yeah.
And oftentimes it's about the details, isn't it?
Yes.
I feel that I have a sense of my cell phone and how to use it, but the other day I wanted to connect it to my headphones via Bluetooth and got stumped totally. And thank goodness one of our servers ran across my way, and I'm like, oh, you're a young person. And of course they knew.
Right.
So I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they really enjoy working with people at Green Spring. A lot of these girls have been to Green Spring.
We
at
used to
various
have a
other
lot of
times.
Green Spring Girl
They've
Scouts
come
here.
caroling at Christmas time and to help individuals. So they're familiar with Green Spring, but there hasn't been a way of doing this on a real regular basis. And I've had 12 different troop leaders from Girl Scout troops around in this area, girls of all different ages, starting with kindergarten and going through high school, who said, oh yes, our girls would like to do something like this.
What is that group called?
Well, I've been calling it Girl Scouts at Green Spring.
Okay.
I'm sure there's
Just
a
so
better
that,
name for that, and maybe
well,
that's something we can work on.
once the group is coming
once.
together, then maybe you can find another name.
Right.
But that's
So-
how people would find you on the bulletin board for right now.
Yes.
Green Spring.
And so
Girl
my
Scouts at
purpose
Green Spring.
tomorrow at the village fair
Ah,
is to find out how many people who live here, residents, are interested in that sort of a group. And if they're willing to give us their contact information, then we can solicit new ideas, additional ideas for activities that we might present over the entire course of the school year. The Girl Scouts are mostly on vacation with their families pretty soon, but in
That's right.
September they'll be back at
this
at
is
the
the
regular
perfect
meeting
time to
times.
prepare for that.
Yeah.
That's great. What a great idea. I'm glad you're bringing Girl Scouts more into focus back here. We used to have a program years back, and like you said, many opportunities for Girl Scouts to be here. So looking forward to that. Well, this has been a chock-full program. Thank you, Uvonne, for
Thank
putting it
you.
together. Thank you, Elmehdi, for telling us about bingo at the fire, what's it called, fire station?
Fire station, yep.
Here. And thank you, Susan, for talking about the new program coming up on a Sunday, which is a great time, I think, to do Sunday afternoon. Not that much going on here at Green Spring. So people watch out for the announcements for that. Thank you for spending the last half hour with us.